Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy RHOA. We are back with another video, and in case you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell button so you can be alerted when we drop new videos right here on this channel. Now, make sure you guys also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and also hit me up in my email for brand collaborations or story tips if you have them at RHOA, that's RICHIESKYE at gmail.com. Boom! So now let's get into the news of the day. We're going to be talking about Kenya Moore returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 12, as if y'all already didn't know, because we told y'all right here on this channel a long time ago. If you look anywhere out there in the internet, you already knew this, but for some reason they decided to make it official with a statement via People magazine. So there you have it. We're also going to be discussing a little bit of Basketball Wives, because we got to recap what happened on that show last night as well. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about Kenya Moore returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 12. Okay, so first of all, we already know this. This was like the worst kept secret of any Housewives show out there right now. I mean, who didn't know that Kenya Moore was returning? First of all, she went on a whole press tour making all these stops at all these shows like The Real and what other radio stations and what have you. People was thinking that she was promoting that she had a baby, but you know, that happened last year. But people was also thinking that she was just promoting her more hair care product, but I don't really know who buying it. But if you are, shout out to you, because her hair is bomb, okay? So maybe your hair can grow like that too. I really don't know. Maybe I need to put some of those products on my beard. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. What should I be using on my beard nowadays? We're gonna talk about that on my personal vlog channel coming up in about a week or so. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Now, this should come as no surprise to absolutely no one. But the reason I think that they decided to publicize this is probably more interesting than the news itself. Now, as you guys will notice, Bravo is doing some shifting and arranging right now with some of their biggest shows in the franchise. Look at Real Housewives of Orange County. Now, they knew that they needed to hit a younger demographic. So what did they do? They went ahead and downgraded Vicki Gunvalson, who has been the OG of all the Housewives franchises for the past, 13 years? And for this 14th season, they said, no, boo, you is a friend, and we cutting your pay in half. So you do something with your life. You old now. What we need to do is get some fresh blood. So they hired another chick named Bronwyn, and she is a blogger. I think she's like a mommy blogger. And side note, I hear mommy bloggers do very, very well for themselves. Anyway, the lady got like 8 kids, but she might be Kate plus 8 or whatever. But all I know is that they skewing younger, right? So it makes sense that they would want somebody like Kenya Moore back, because she ain't that old. She what, 47? I think she's 47, 45, 47, something like that. Anyway, she ain't hit the 50-year mark yet, and she skews younger in terms of the demographics that actually like her. So I think what Bravo wanted to do was get fans excited about this new season and let them know that they were taking things back in the direction that they should be going in, which is what they should be doing across the board for a lot of these franchises. Right now, Jersey is hitting the nail on the head with the right casting. Potomac hitting the nail on the head with the right casting, because they have the perfect mix of older and younger. And I believe that's the route that we're going to be seeing for the Real Housewives of Atlanta moving forward. However, younger doesn't always work as well. That's why Kenya posted that she was hungry, so she snatched that peach back. And we already know who she snatched it from, Shamari Devoe. Shamari, girl, you need to go ahead and call Mona Scott Young, or call some WeTV people and go on a marriage boot camp or something like that if you want to keep these checks rolling in. Because right now, I don't know that anybody checking for your music with you and your man, because we not still down with this shoulder box. We not still down for it. Girl, listen, go back to black. I actually like them. Go back to black. Get on one of these tours with Salt and Pepper, with Nelly, and with the Backstreet Boys and all of them people. Go back to that. Do something in that field, because I feel like That's your calling, girl, because you can actually sing. And Kenya Moore did snatch your peach. She snatched it right on out of your hands. But it really wasn't that hard to do because you just didn't fit in with the cast. You just didn't fit in with the cast for some reason. But yes, maybe try the Love and Hip Hop scene or the We TV marriage boot camp type situation. And I feel like you might be able to find yourself some success in the world of TV if you decide to go that route, because to me, it wasn't the right fit. You understand what I'm saying? Now, another Real Housewives of Atlanta news that we didn't already know, yesterday, Kandi and NeNe filmed the scene together. We don't know what they're talking about, but word on the curb is that Kandi about to be the bridge that's about to get the ladies all back together. And they'll probably head out on their first cast trip of the year in the coming weeks. And I have heard a little tidbit, a little birdie told me that they was headed to New Orleans. I wouldn't be surprised because New Orleans is a very hot spot right now, but they better get in here before the weather turns bad because, you know, when it gets to be in the rainy season, we don't know what's going to happen in these southern states like Louisiana and Florida. But what I got to say is, what do you guys think that they're going to be going on their cast trip for this year? You know, they go on a smaller cast trip and then they go on a big one. So the smaller cast trip is usually somewhere not too far, but far enough away for a little girls' weekend. You understand what I'm saying? So let me know where y'all think that they're going. I personally do think that they're going to New Orleans. We saw how much fun the Real Housewives of Potomac had in New Orleans. Imagine the turn up that the Real Housewives of Atlanta would give in New Orleans too. So let's get into that. So now I want to switch gears real quick. I want to talk about Basketball Wives. We still in the mix of this fight with OG and Kristen. The beef was really between Cece and Kristen, to be quite honest with you. And in no way, shape, or form, OG said that she had been ganged up on by the ladies. First of all, girl, they was trying to school you on not going so low with your digs and your fighting. I mean, it's crazy because that whole situation to me is beyond low. And Cece, to me, is the worst type of person in the entire world. I'm just gonna go ahead and touch on her whole story arc in this episode, because for her to sit up at this dinner this brunch that's arranged by Tammy, which gets a side eye from me, but we're gonna get back to her in 1 second. For her to do all of that, and then for her to say, I don't care what his kids think about me, I don't care if they don't come to the wedding. What kind of mother-in-law from hell are you? I don't understand that. At the end of the day, you are supposed to be this mother figure. You might not be their mama, but you are coming into their father's lives. And at the end of the day, you need to care that they like you, or that they at least, you need to at least be trying to make an effort to make this family work. Because otherwise, they are going to resent you. And at some point in time, Mr. Byron, who apparently Thomas's daddy called evil or something like that on social media, apparently Byron is going to eventually resent Cece. Because at the end of the day, she is going to bring a wedge between him and his kids, just like he doing right now. Just like she doing right now. She doing it already. She just don't even see it. I just don't understand her. She just irritates my spirit to no end. And for OJ to say that she had been ganged up on by these ladies, no, girl, you acted like a Tasmanian devil that night at that event of Evelyn's with the scented body, the facial washes and stuff like that. You acted like a Tasmanian devil, and not in the good Camille way, in the like atrocious way. And I'm like, okay, girl, I want to like you, I really, really do, but I'm gonna need you to reel it on in a little bit. Bring it on down, as Kandi would say. Bring it on down. Finally, I want to touch on Tammy. Now, y'all know, if you follow my channel and if you have watched my videos, you know I like me some Tammy. I like to see the growth in Tammy, and I like that she's a businesswoman and a hustler. And she too can probably identify with OG to a certain degree, because when she came to Basketball Wives, the perception was that she was a little rough around the edges. Now look at her now, and she is a boss and a businesswoman, which I love. But in the context of this show, I got some issues with you, Tammy. My first issue is, you gonna call Jackie Christie fake? You wasn't even at the event to know exactly what happened. You just listening to OG, who you just met 2.5 seconds ago. You know Jackie Christie for years, and you gonna call her fake? No. I'm gonna need you to hear the full story out and let Jackie talk first before you actually interrupt her and then tell her she fake. The next thing I want to talk about is you got the nerve to be throwing a brunch to try to bring these women back together when you ain't even been around the show. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, now it would have been great if you talk in peace and you wanted to bring everybody to the table, including Evelyn and Jennifer, in order to try to make some type of peace. Now, I understand that you don't want to film with Evelyn because you don't want to be taking out your bag. But at the end of the day, if you're going to be preaching all of this stuff, you need to be acting on it for yourself, because at the end of the day, you are an elevated woman at this point in time. So you mean to tell me that you couldn't contain yourself to be around Evelyn for 1 second? For the 10 minutes of filming that you was probably at that brunch, because the scene won't but 10 minutes itself, so I know you won't that long because you don't film with the ladies like that. So for you to even think that it was your place to bring the ladies together, I got some problem with it. I got a problem with it. And the only reason is because Tammy, at the end of the day, we love you and we want to see you on the show, but we want to see you as an active participant and not somebody who is so detached from the show that you might as well not even be in the opening credits. Come on now. But listen, that's all I got to say for y'all today. If you are a fan of the shows that we talking about on this channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button. Comment down below. I want to know what y'all think about all of these topics. Let me know if you are here for Kenya snatching this piece from Shamari, if you think that Shamari needs to go to WeTV or VH1. Let me know if you are an OG fan at all and what she needs to do to make herself a little bit better for this show. Let me also know if you think that Jackie Christie is fake and if you agree with Tammy. And also let me know if you think Tammy had a right to be trying to get these ladies back together when she's not even a part of the show that much. Y'all got me out of breath. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJRichieSkye, and I will see y'all in the next video.